It's a fantastic Friday here on Joy News on Multi TV. This is Let's Talk Entertainment. The Friday edition is a special Friday edition, and we are doing it in grand style. This is Let's Talk Entertainment. My name is Becky Settle, and I'll be back with all the stories that you need to hear in the world of entertainment. If you've just joined us, you're logged on to the Joy News channel. The show is Let's Talk Entertainment, the Friday edition. Now, to start our conversation, we will talk about AC Sutherland. Yeah, she's been talking lots of arts, you know, what we need in our movie industry, everything concerning the arts industry. She has it right here on Let's Talk Entertainment. She spoke to Dela Aglano.
Ghana is 60 years. We are celebrating Ghana's independence. But many have asked the question, okay, so till date, we don't even have a single film or movie about the history of Ghana. Is that not surprising?
Well, I wouldn't say that we don't have a single film. You know, quickly, my mind goes to Heritage Africa, for example, that even though it's fictional, it's really, you know, takes up some of the issues in the anti-colonial struggle, plus just, you know, what it was that we were to fight against, and how it was that, you know, some of us betrayed, you know, the struggle, while others tried to wage it. So I think that at least that aspect, if we're just taking that particular film, that aspect, I would say somebody has tried to do something about it. So yeah, then as far as looking at other forms of creative art, I would definitely say that we have many wonderful ambassadors of the creative arts in Ghana. You can go all the way back to look at some of our writers, you know, people like Obna Sechi writing the Blinkards way back around, you know, 1910 or so, where he was ridiculing Fanti, you know, people who were blindly imitating Europeans and wearing woolen suits in the heat and you know, pretending that they didn't like their own food and so on and so forth. So, I mean, you had that. You have people like J.E. Kesley Hayford, who was dreaming about a new Africa, what it would look like, through his book Ethiopia Unbound, where he was looking at, you know, how we could use our own language in universities, how we could, all kinds of things that we haven't had the courage to do, you know, how we could have a university that covers all of African people who, you know, in Africa and so on. So we had those kinds of people. Then if you come forward, J.B. Dankwa, you know, looking, I mean, just exploring through the arts, but exploring our philosophy, what we think of God, all kinds of things. So then moving forward, you have musicians like Ephraim Mamu, you have musicians like Kwabena Nketia, you have dramatists, you know, and other writers, you know. You have Ifwa Sutherland, you have Amata Idu, you have Aikwe Ama, and so on. So as in the area of writing, to say nothing of Kofi Awuno, Kofi Anyidoho, and so on, we could go on.
One key incident that happened recently was a Seed March a celebration, where actor Jacko led a team of actors to do a play or a sketch, and people came out to criticize him that it was below par. The platform was not a platform where you're supposed to do that kind of productions and all that. Did you watch that production yourself, and do you think that it was good, and do you think he should be criticized for that?
Well, I don't, you know, it's those who put the show, I won't call it a show, but the ceremony together. There are different things you do, you know, for different aspects of ceremonies. If I had been producing that, I would not have put that particular piece immediately after that, sort of spectacle on depicting the nation and the unity of the nation and so on, you have a way in which you need to design the thing. You get to a climax and you need to stay up there and let people go home with that feeling of patriotism and so on. I mean, that's what we should have kept. I think that this show, it was about girls' education, the importance of education and so on, and that's really something that is true. I really, really think is important. But I think the forum was not the right forum to do it in, and perhaps because they were doing it in a hurry, it's also the form. You can't make a concert party for 7 minutes. You know what I mean? They need the room. They have to expand themselves and make you laugh, and it's part of the art form. So it couldn't take that rigidity that you have on that occasion. I am sure that we could have found another place to put it, and also in order to, if we wanted to honor them, we could have gotten them to march, to be part of the march past. It's been done so many years. In the past, in the First Republic, the market women and the fisher folk, and but they were all in the procession. So they could have had a procession. They could have been part of the procession, and we could have still honored them. Everybody would have seen who they are. They would have gotten the cheers and all that. So I think that we shouldn't blame them. We should, and I don't even want to look at blame. I think that perhaps it's a misjudgment of the type of ceremony and the kind of effect that we wanted to achieve. And as I said, if it had been me, I would have put them in another setting. Yeah.
I hope you've learned a lot from that. We will bring you an extensive interview on this particular story in our subsequent bulletins. But let's move away and talk about Mercy Johnson, actress Mercy Johnson. She has gotten a government appointment, and we are all happy for her. We're extremely happy for you, Mercy Johnson. From the entire entertainment team here on Joy News on Multi TV, we say very big congratulations to you on your new appointment.
My name is Mercy Johnson Okoje, married. I am an entertainer by profession.
The appointments take effect from April 1, the statement said. According to Ayowade, the rationale for the appointments was to fill key positions with the right people and to broaden inclusiveness in governance by bringing people from more communities on board. The breakdown of the new appointees showed that 54 of them will serve as senior special assistants, while 9 will work as special assistants to the governor as federal constituency supervisors for the Governor Yaya Bello Connect program. The SSG further stated that the appointments were made to recognize and encourage outstanding contributions to the new direction agenda. Right after her secondary education, Johnson auditioned for a role in The Maid, a movie that was to launch her into stardom. Her outstanding performance in that movie paved the way for her into getting more roles in movies such as Hustlers, Baby Oku in America, War in the Palace, and many more. She is now one of the most sought-after Nollywood actresses. Johnson won the Best Actress Award at the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards in 2013 for a role in comedy movie Do Maybe the Dirty Girl. In December 2013, Johnson was listed as Google's most searched Nollywood celebrity, a position she also held in 2012. Johnson earlier in 2009 had also won an award for Best Supporting Actress at the Africa Movie Award show. Once again, congratulations to you, Mercy Johnson, from the entire entertainment team here on Joy News on Multi TV. Let's move on and talk about American rapper Ice Cube. Now, he's been passing through the Wendy Williams show, and he has a lot to say about the hip-hop industry in America, and also he has a lot to say about his family.
So Hip Hop Squares is not your typical game show. Talk about it.
You know, it's the old Hollywood games, Hollywood Squares,
right.
But you know, we put the whoop on it. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And we having a lot of fun with it. You know, everybody you've known from hip hop to pop culture comes through the show.
They occupy the squares.
Yep. And
then you have the contestants on who are just, you know, regular people who play.
no, we have celebrities that play, but they play.
Oh.
The money goes to the regular folks. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, nice,
yeah.
nice. And so, but is it true everybody gets all liquored up?
Oh yeah, yeah. We got a bar back there. They drinking, they smoking, they doing everything you can imagine.
So by the time they come out, the stars are loose.
Very loose. Too loose. I had to be like, man, we shooting a show. Can y'all get away from the bar?
Yes.
Get back to the box.
And that's the thing about Ice Cube. Ice Cube's in front of the camera sometimes, or all the time.
Sometimes.
But the big thing is that this is his show, so VH1 had the show, but they came to you to put the whoop on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what I love about Ice Cube, and we talk about this every time you come, how's your wife?
Oh yeah, she's doing good.
25-year anniversary. Been together so long, you all look alike, adorable.
Yes.
And so the other thing is that I love that you consistently lived in the same house to raise your children. He's not one. You know, you're always reading these magazines. Celebrities always moving. Like, why are you always moving? Can you sit down with the one school system and raise your kids? And this is what the Cubes did. But I understand that now they're all in their 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for Mama and Daddy to play a little bit. So.
I like the way you all play, though.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we had our kids young, so now it's time for us, which is cool. We bought another spot where we just go kick it and hang with
Look at the other spot.
You know, yeah, it's sweet.
What I love about this spot is that, you know, even though you and Mrs. Cube are there, you don't necessarily have to kick it with each other. You know, it's big enough. You know, you have your separate areas and then you have your together areas. Now, is this where you entertain, or do you entertain back at the home?
No, I don't entertain at the home at all. You know, it's straight for family. You know, this right here is for the homies. Everybody can come over and hang out. And,
love it.
You know, enjoy the whole house, and you know, it's a cool thing to have. Because me and my wife, we would be at home with all the kids, and we would go get a hotel, and we like, wait a minute, you know, this is
our
crazy.
house.
You know, let's get a spot that we can really call home and kick it and have fun with.
Do the kids live at the home?
Yeah, everyone except my oldest, but everybody else is there. I actually don't want them to leave.
Do they take? Oh,
yeah.
So they're not tearing it down?
Nah, I want them to stay.
Okay.
On this note, we draw the curtains for Let's Talk Entertainment here on Joy News on Multi TV. My name is Becky. Do join us same time next week for even more thrilling edition of Let's Talk Entertainment. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.